What's up everyone and welcome to the first ever time that we're doing a Q&A sesh. I asked you guys to send in your questions through Instagram and we'll be answering them now. I would also like to use this opportunity to thank each one of you for supporting me endlessly, whether that's creating a website entitled Motivational Journal. You guys were there to tell me that um, the blogs were very relatable. I was able to cope up with what I'm going through back then. And then when I created a YouTube channel, you guys were also telling me that the vlogs are calming and they're relaxing and you love watching them. It really, really warms my heart and I appreciate all of you. I know who you are and I'm taking notes of each one of you. And I don't know, I feel like I don't deserve the amount of love and support you guys are giving me, but please know that I'm very grateful for you. And I hope that I can also reciprocate the same support you give me in small little ways. So now let's move on to the questions you sent. So number one is, how do you manage your time to studies, events, vlogging, plus leisure? And I'm a fan po. Hi Leia. Si Leia talaga super supportive nito ever since I'm not yet vlogging. She would encourage me to vlog. She would encourage me to do a podcast. So this girl is very supportive. So please support her channel too. I'll be linking her channel below. So this question is actually making me feel like I'm a popular in demand vlogger, which I'm not, because I don't pressure myself in terms of posting on the channel. From what you can notice, di ba parang mag-post na ako every month, every time may free time ako, dun ako mag-post. Like, hindi ko pinapressure yung sarili ko because yung top priority ko pa rin is of course my studies. That will always come first. So, the rest will follow. No, yung events and leisure, of course, kung may free time lang. I only accept events if I can, and if there's an opportunity and I can do it, you know. In terms of studies, I manage my time by creating my own to-do list. I will attach a sample photo. I use Microsoft OneNote to keep track of my progress, of the task that I'm done doing and I'm not yet done doing. Because for me, I love na meron akong chinecheckan because I feel like I'm moving forward. I am jumping to the next task, the next task. That would motivate me, you know. And I love being organized so much. So, gusto ko yung alam ko yung mangyayari in a week, and then I would focus on a particular day. I wouldn't overwhelm myself. Na ito yung gagawin ko in a week, and that's very overwhelming. At times, it would be overwhelming, but always remember to focus on a particular task and just focus on that before you move on to the next. Diba? Don't zoom out and overwhelm yourself of the entire things you have to finish. Just focus on what you need to accomplish today. In terms of events, I accept offers and opportunities if I still can do it. But the past few semesters, parang sinagad ko talaga siya in terms na parang it was very heavy on my part. Like you're wearing too many hats at the same time, to the point that my mom would get mad because I don't have any time for myself. I don't have time to rest and stuff. But I made a pact with myself that I would seize the remaining years of my college life, which I think made me say yes to those commitments, such as hosting, being a project head, what else, being a representative for a particular advertising event. And I don't regret any of them. It's very tiring, it's time consuming, but I know that I would look back on them once I'm working, once I'm home, and I would be grateful that I became a part of something like that. And that I was that active during my college days, you know, because you're never gonna be young like that. Okay, and then vlogging. How do I manage my time? So vlogging, I would take as much videos as I can during events, during school days, and I would store them in different folders, separate dates, separate months. I would love to be organized, as I told you guys earlier, and I would just store them in different folders, and then I will edit them once I already have the free time. During sem breaks, during self-care weeks. So self-care weeks is a week after our exam. So sa DLSUD, merong self-care week na tinatawag. It's a 1-week academic break after exams. And I think every institution should also do the same thing. You know, para hindi na burn out yung students. Ayan. And then leisure, of course, that will only come on weekends. If I don't have any class, I would go on a date. I would spend time with my family if I don't have any more deadlines. So yeah. Next is, just wanted to say na super relaxing ng vlogs mo, pisngi. Thanks, One. I'm actually surprised that you're watching the vlogs. Because, I mean, we don't have any communication anymore, and I'm thankful na the vlog is somehow entertaining for you guys, so thank you. Next is, wala, magpahinga ka daw. This is from Ate Bea. Wala daw siyang question. Next is, what is your course? This is from Joyce. Hi! I think from what I watched in your IG story, you're also a marketing student, and we're the same. But my original course was management accounting. I took up management accounting because I wanted to challenge myself, and so I got challenged. Pero way back senior high school, I already knew that my skills, my interests would match a marketing course. It's just that I really wanted to work on my weaknesses, and that's accounting. But then halfway through the semester, this was first year of college, it felt dragging. First year pa lang yun, and then yung professors nagsasabi na, if nahihirapan na kayo ngayon, umalis na kayo. Not honest. Yung mga professor, talagang they will demotivate you so much. And I think that's the reality. If ngayon pa lang hirap ka na, then why would you continue? And then I told my parents and my sister, and they understood my situation. I think I also came to a realization that accounting isn't the kind of work that I like to immerse myself with in the future, and thankfully I was able to realize that, or else it would be a bad future for me, diba? Or if you not doing what you love. And so when I shifted to marketing, it felt like home. Honestly, no kidding. Parang, oh, this is where I really belong and stuff. Yun yung na-feel ko. And so I really enjoyed joining events, creating a brand, creating a business, and stuff. Which I think is the next question. What do you enjoy most about your course or program? Hi, CK! What I enjoy most is that I get to be as creative as I can. I feel like it pushes me to bring out all of my creative juices. And then what I love most is creating logos, packagings, choosing what particular color should match a brand. You know, it's just something that I love to wear. I also enjoy editing and being creative. And I look forward to that kind of work in the future. I am in the creative side of marketing. Okay, next is, what is your favorite memory or memories with me? So this was sent by my high school best friend Rachel. Hi Beshi! And congratulations on your recent graduation. My favorite memory is, wait, there's a lot. One is yung pagtambay namin sa hallways or corridors ng Torres. Kasi parang nung high school, di ba, ang haba ng mga vacant hours, and then we would listen to Ed Sheeran, Shawn Mendes, yan, until magkaklase na, ganyan. And then next favorite memory is yung exchanging of letters namin during birthdays, and then may one time, niregalo niya ako ng painting niya ng sunset. And as a sunset lover, for someone who loves sunset, I really treasure that gift, and I still keep that with me. Next favorite memory is yung 3 consecutive years kaming naging classmates. Which is odd kasi sa Torres, every year, nararandom yung magkakaklase. So, walang block section. But, hindi kami nahiwalay for 3 consecutive years. And I think that's really meant to happen for us to really get to know each other and to strengthen our relationship as friends. So yeah. Next is it sometimes hard to edit your vlogs? This is from Tiff. I know that this cousin of mine is very interested in editing too. And I can see her editing through CapCut and stuff. And that's a good starting point, Tiff. I also started that way. Sa phone din ako nag-edit, and then nung nagka-laptop na ako, din ako nag-start mag-edit sa laptop using Adobe Premiere Pro. And yes, it's easy to edit through phone, but of course it would be much more easier on a laptop because you have more tools, you have more ability to put effects and stuff. Kasi sa phone, syempre limited lang yung kaya mong gawin. And the answer to the question, is it sometimes hard to edit the vlogs? No. The answer is no, because I've been editing for like 7 to 8 years already, and I already managed to memorize the shortcuts, and I also love being organized with the things that I edit. So may separate folders na ako for the effects, background music, other green screen effects, and the videos, raw videos. They have separate folders, which makes it easier for me to work efficiently. So I think it's not hard if you're passionate in editing. I think it's not hard if you love what you're doing. In my case, it's the kind of work that I don't get tired doing. Even though it's time consuming, even though it requires a lot of tools and stuff, I enjoy doing it for some weird reason. And yeah, I hope that you will also learn to edit on your own. Next is go-to comfort food. Before, siguro iced coffee, but then I became acidic, so I had to cut off my caffeine intake. So I think my go-to comfort food now is brownies and the matcha ice cream. Next is, do you read novels? If yes, what's your fave? This is from Holy Maria. Hi! Yes, I read novels. The problem is, I don't finish them. Kasi parang mag-start akong magbasa and then magiging busy sa school and then hindi ko na siya matatapos. So, if I were to recommend a favorite book na natapos ko, I think one is yung Everyday by David Leviathan. What I love about that is there's a soul na parang nagsiswitch siya from different bodies every day. And parang naging ano doon is hindi siya maka-establish ng relationship. Wala siyang family. But the plot twist is, of course, na-fall in love siya, and then what would happen? Diba? If you fall in love for someone and then you're switching bodies every day, how would you tell her or him that? I already forgot kung kanino siya na-fall in love. But that's a good story. I also love yung mga self-help motivating books. One of my favorite writers is Morgan Harper Nichols. She writes very good as well. Also, her art is chef's kiss. Another fave, what I'm currently reading is The Summer Turned Pretty. If you've been reading Wattpad, it gives off the same vibe. So, nauna ko siyang panoorin bago ko basahin. So, you might also like that if you are into light romance novels. Next is, what is the one thing that you think made us closer? Hi, Steph! I think one thing that made us closer is us being softies. I think that if someone would badmouth us, someone would scream at us, we would both get hurt. Alam mo yun, parang we are sensitive towards that kind of treatment. And I think that being that vulnerable and soft and just unapologetically ourselves, I think that made us closer because we are honest with who we are. And I think that it's a good thing that you just show who you really are. And I think we show that our feelings are valid. So yeah. Next is, what is your favorite thing about yourself? This is also from Steph. That's a hard question. I think my favorite thing about myself is that I don't settle for the bare minimum. I don't settle for less. I will always give my best foot forward in the interview pala. No, I think there's a backstory to that. Kung ba't hindi ako nagsasettle for the bare minimum. In terms of academics, in terms of things that I buy and stuff. In terms of, I think, every aspect in my life. It's because when I was younger, I remember every time my mom would drop me off to school, this was back in elementary, she would remind me to not be shy, to raise my hand, or not be shy to volunteer as a leader. And before, I don't really understand its essence. I think na kapag leader ka, you get much more responsibilities than others and stuff. But then, I realized that when I grow up, I took that to my advantage. I mean, not everyone would volunteer to become a leader. I mean, 2 out of 10 would volunteer. Not everyone would have the initiative to work as early as they can. Not everyone would have the initiative to work on a plan or something. And I'm grateful that my mom has molded me into that kind of person, into that kind of student, because I bring that till today. And that transformed me into someone that doesn't settle for a crappy work, for a bare minimum type of thing. You know, I always wanted everything not to be perfect, but with, I think, effort, with love, with passion. Because at the end of the day, it's not other people's achievements, it's not other people's success, but yours. But it would be a bonus if there will be recognition, if you would get a good grade, if you would get a bonus out of it. But regardless of those reward system, you're gonna sleep at night contented with the kind of work you put out there. Because I always believe that if you're given something, work on it as if it's your last time doing it. So that's my favorite thing about myself. And yeah, that's everything you guys sent. I enjoyed reading and answering all of your questions, all of the compliments and stuff. It's very, very heartwarming. I hope that we can also do this again in the future, because I feel like a real vlogger will do with this. Yeah, but thank you so much for participating in this small Q&A. I really just want to use this opportunity to thank each one of you. And I know that those who sent questions are really the ones who watch the vlogs. So thank you so much. You guys don't know how you make me happy by engaging and watching. So thank you all so much, and I hope to see you on the next vlogs.